So what's going on, guys? My name is ATX Crypto. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe. It means the world to me. I do a daily stream live at 1:30 every single day. And today we're going to actually be discussing my thoughts on Pulsechain, PulseX, and the sentiment to consider how it could be one of the best investment opportunities here in the near future. Okay? So without further ado, let's kick this in. Guys, I'm an expert with the finance industry with 10 plus years in experience. I'm a veteran from the US Marine Corps. I've had some thoughts in this as well and tried to put this to paper. And so today, I actually wanted to share my thoughts and analysis on that new cryptocurrency called PulseX and Pulsechain. So if that's, again, something that you're interested in, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more because it's something I do talk about daily here. It is a part of the Richard Heart ecosystem. Richard Heart is the founder and creator of a cryptocurrency called HEX, which in the last 3 years has already done a 10,000x, and we are looking forward to what it can do in the future. Definitely start learning how you can look into HEX as well yourself. It is an investment tool to go ahead and delay your gratification. But today we're going to discuss Pulsechain and PulseX, one of Richard Heart's new projects that he's developing as we speak. As we all know, the world of crypto is always rapidly evolving, and it comes with a great potential of investment opportunities for everyone. So you don't want to be missing out. You don't want to be sleeping on the couch when something like this comes around, because again, there's only so many times you can have this happen. That's some really good financial products that are going to be solid for you, your family, and your generational wealth going forward in the future. As someone who has been in the industry for a long time in the finance industry, I do believe that it's important to have a keen eye for detail and to analyze the potential of these opportunities, and that's why we're discussing it today. I want to share my thoughts and analysis on PulseX and Pulsechain and whether, for you, it's a good investment opportunity. Now, there are always factors to consider, and we know this, folks, when analyzing any potential investment opportunity, especially in the wild world of cryptocurrency. There are several key factors to consider. One of the key factors to consider is community, as the strength and support of the community can greatly impact the success of the cryptocurrency. This is by far one of the strongest factors you have to look for in cryptocurrency. That's not the only factor, but it's one of the main ones that I like to focus on. The second is, of course, how many people are looking to buy in? How many people know about it? How widely recognized is it? Do a lot of people already know it? Have they heard about it? Are you early? Are you late, right? And again, late, that can be a relative term, right? So I don't want to get too crazy in that one. But as the world becomes more widely accepting of cryptocurrencies, are you still pretty early? And I think anyone who is in this game right now in 2023 in crypto is still really early. Right now, Bitcoin, I think, has passed its opportunity because, again, crypto is evolving so rapidly that it's 13 plus years old now, and it has kind of it has the lowest chance of probably by far the most gains you can get from it. But if we're early like Pulsechain and PulseX, this could be that phenomenal opportunity that you've been looking for. Now, again, does it have good brand buy-in? Does it have a good recognized founder? Does it have a trusted team of developers? Do you know who the founder is? Are they anonymous? Are they not? Do they put themselves out there? Can you see who they are? Can you look at their track record? All of that is more likely to attract more investments. And Richard Heart has been putting himself way in YouTube world long before HEX was a thing, and he was creating self-help development YouTube videos back in 2017, created his crypto in 2019, and has been helping people become financially free. So in my opinion, it's got a great founder behind it. It's got a great community, by far one of the best communities in terms of actual engagement. And so that's what I'm looking for when I'm looking at these items. Another important factor is competition. Now, we understand that when it comes to the market, we have to see what other cryptocurrencies are offering. Right? You have to see, like, do you have a lot of competition when it comes to, is there 15 layer ones launching all at the same time? Like Pulsechain is a layer one. How have the other layer ones performed? And in looking at what they've done, how can we improve upon what they currently have? And that's what Richard Heart is developing with his team right now. So Pulsechain is coming soon, folks. Get ready, start paying attention, keep your ear to the ground, because when it launches, it's going to change the overall cryptocurrency in terms of your actual profits you can make. Now, finally, the last thing you want to look for is sentiment. Sentiment is by far like a huge factor. Along with community, sentiment is also the other one, because it can greatly impact the success or the lack of success in the cryptocurrency, not only in the short term, but mainly in the long term. How hyped are people about a new cryptocurrency, and is it just a hype cycle like a meme coin, for example, like you've seen with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu? Those come around and they're just meme coins. This is actually something you want to be holding long term. Does it have a long-term success sentiment? Does the community feel in their heart of hearts that this is going to be here and stick around for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years? That is what we're looking for, and that's why I think Pulsechain and PulseX meet all of the criteria in this regard. So in terms of institutional investment, right, this is one of the other factors you can consider when investing in cryptocurrency, because it kind of develops a security built in with the ecosystem, right? You have someone who's really holding a lot of the assets, so as if the price drops, you don't see, or if people start selling, you don't see the price just significantly decrease. Because the more and more investments and institutions that actually become a part of our ecosystem, the more Pulsechain will likely outweigh the retail investments, right? And that's just part of how the system goes. Institutional investors bring a lot more capital than a normal retail investor ever could. So are they also going to be buying into the technology? Are they buying into the founder? Do they also believe in this? And that's what we're looking for, because this is when things can get really interesting, when institutional investments start happening. There was a sacrifice phase for Pulsechain. It's already passed, it's already gone. So don't worry about trying to get that done. If you find it, I don't recommend doing it at this time. It's already over. So please, if you can, just wait until the launch of Pulsechain. You'll have a much better likelihood to actually get more coins, get more tokens, buy the asset that you want to buy, and not rely on something being given out through a sacrifice phase, because that is well past. But institutions couldn't get involved because of the term sacrifice. It was very clear that during that time, you were not getting something in return. You were given your money. It's called a sacrifice. You sacrifice your money for freedom of speech and freedom of movement. So many institutions actually couldn't get involved because of the way it was phrased. And it was phrased that way in particular on purpose. Not only to keep institutions out, but also for passing a Howey test and a whole bunch of other SEC rules and regulations. So institutions are sitting on the sideline right now as we speak, waiting for Pulsechain to launch, waiting to get in to see how it develops. Now, they may not get in within the first 30, 60, 90 days, but you can almost bet your bottom that they're going to be looking in the next 6 months to a year. So if you can become a front runner to those institutional investors, then think about it like you were able to buy Amazon stock before people actually found out Amazon is what it is today, or Apple stock before it became the absolute giant that it is right now, or Tesla stock. Think about it as anything like that, because now there's tons of institutions that are buying those particular things. Well, that same metric applies to crypto. How many people are going to be retail investors versus how many people are doing institutional? And right now, their institutions are low. If you can front run institutions, my gosh, the potential for the growth in the ecosystem is outrageous, and an absolute great time to be looking for it as well. So folks, in conclusion, that's just the PulseX and Pulsechain ecosystem. This is a promising investment opportunity in the cryptocurrency world. Now, the ecosystem is built and designed with security in mind, making it, in my opinion, a trusted investment vehicle for many folks to guarantee generational wealth in the future. The community that we have right now is strong, is by far one of the best communities. I describe it as a camaraderie that you get as my time in the Marine Corps, and I don't say that lightly, folks. The camaraderie that you have when you're fighting with your brothers and sisters left and right, and you're going to war and you got your back with each other, and you're going to break down the door, whatever the case may be, do you trust that person left and right of you, right? That camaraderie that you have is what I found in the HEX ecosystem, and you're going to get that same feeling with Pulsechain and PulseX. The brand buy-in is phenomenal. Richard Hart has done everything he said he would besides launching Pulsechain on time. Don't hold his feet to the fire. But guys, this is what it is, right? You have to look into all these things. The sentiment is still really high on it. Competition's minimum. So this makes it an attractive investment opportunity. Now, granted, it's got increased institutional investment looking forward in the future for Pulse and PulseX, or Pulsechain and PulseX. But guys, Now is the time to do it, because if you see something that goes and does 100x to 1000x to 3000x to 10,000x, the advancement opportunity for generational wealth is always there. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. But guys, if you found this video helpful, thank you so much for listening. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm always curious to see what you also thought, what your thoughts are on this as well. Thank you so much. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.